we're going to do a couple of examples of law of sines. This first one is just asking us for a missing side. It hasn't labeled the triangle. I'm going to go ahead and label it just so I have it. And before I get going, make sure you've written down both of those triangles so that you can follow along. I'm going to call this angle A, angle B, angle C. So this is side B, this is side C, this is side A. So I have B and B that it's asking me about, and I have given C and C. So I can do law or sine of B over B, sine of C over C. So remember, you have to have a matched pair to make this work, and I have side C and angle C. So sine of 21 degrees over 7 is my C. And then I know I have angle B, so sine of 119 divided by x. So I end up with x sine 21 degrees is equal to 7 sine of 119 degrees. Divide by sine 21 degrees. So I'm going to put that in my calculator. So 7 sine 119 enter divided by sine 21, and I got 17.1. Okay, so that is the length of side x. If you had been asked to solve the triangle, you would have wanted to make sure that everything was filled in our table. So there's no difference. It's just, am I done with solving for one, or do I need to solve for more? So angle of A, I don't know. I got to solve for that. Angle B was given to me at 119 degrees. Angle C was given to me as 21. Side A, I don't know. Side B, I don't know. Side C was 7. But I just solved for side B. Now I'm going to focus, I need to solve for A, right? But I'm going to focus on using this C data because it gave me both of them. So first, to find angle A, I'm going to subtract the two angles. So 180 degrees minus 119 minus 21. So angle A is 40 degrees, okay? So I'm going to make this into an x. So I'm looking for sine of 40 degrees divided by x is equal to sine of 21 degrees divided by 7. So cross multiply and divide, I am going to get 7 sine 40 degrees divided by sine of 21 degrees. 7 sine 40 divided by sine 21. I got 12.6. So side A is 12.6. So again, I'm just going to double check. 119, largest angle, longest side. 21, smallest angle, smallest side. So there's nothing obviously wrong. And now I have solved the triangle. Let's look at another example. So I'm going to say solve the triangle again. So I'm just going to go ahead and write down everything that I know. And then I can visually see how this is going to work. Angle A, don't know. I put a line to tell me what I'm solving for. Angle B is x. Okay, so I need to find that one. Angle C was 130 degrees. Side C was 31. Side B was 7. And I don't know side A. So I can't really do anything with A at this point because I can't find that extra angle, right? So I'm going to use what I do know. Sine of 130 degrees divided by 31 is equal to sine of B over 7. Cross multiply. I'm solving for sine of B. So this is going to be 31 sine of B is equal to 7 sine of 130 degrees. Divide both sides by 31, and now I have sine of B is equal to this amount, 7 sine 130 degrees divided by 31. Now remember, we're solving for an angle, so we've got to use the inverse. So I'm going to say sine -1 of this whole thing. And I could put that into the calculator and get a number instead, but I'm lazy and I don't want to have to do that. So this is going to be angle B. So I'm going to work backwards like we've done before. So I'm going to put in second sine. Then I will have 7 sine 130, the parentheses, divided by 31. And I got B is equal to 9.96. So let's go ahead and say B is equal to 10, just for simplification's sake. If I wanted to, I could have put this into a number, right? So sine -1, I could have done this. 7 sine 130 is equal to 5.3623 divided by 31. So I could have divided that by 31, and then I would have had sine -1 of 0.17298, let's say. Then second sine, and then I can take that number. If I do second and my answer key, I would have gotten 9.96 as well, so 10. All right, so this is 10 degrees. But now I can figure out angle A, right? Because angle A is going to be 180 minus 10 minus 130. So angle A, just to make sure that I'm not making a mistake and I'm getting to use a calculator, so I might as well, 180 minus 10, which of course I originally put in as a plus. So A is 40 degrees. Seems like we just did this one, but we didn't. So now I can use the law of sines to find side A. And I'm still going to go back to the C's because the C's were given to me. I know those are correct. I think this is correct, but I know that angle C is correct. Of course, angle A is based on what I solved for B, so it all does connect to each other. But we're going to use sine of A over A is equal to sine of capital C over C. So that was sine of 40 degrees divided by what I'm solving for. Sine of 130 divided by 31. So I'm going to write this over here just so we have a little bit more space. So I'm going to have x is equal to sine 40 degrees times 31 divided by sine of 130. So 31 sine 140, enter, not 140, 40, 31 sine 40, enter, divide by sine of 130, and I got 26.0. So I got this as 26.0. So again, largest angle, longest side, smallest angle, smallest side. There's nothing obviously that's missing. So I have solved the triangle. So sometimes you're solving for angles and you're going to have to use the inverse sign or arc sign, as some people call it. Okay. We did that already. We just didn't use law of sines with it. We did that with trig angles and right triangles.